Alrighty folks, how's it going? Back in the shed. It's about 10 o'clock at night. It's cold, so got the gloves and the baby sick hoodie on. This time's about the only time I get to myself, so thought fuck it, why not come out in the shed and tinker with my bike. So last video I got the head studs out. No, I think I got them cracked off. I've got them out now. They were a bit minging. Where are they gone? Let's see if the camera will pick it up. Yeah, they're like hooching. So I've got new ones to go in and copper nuts as well. Also in this video I'm going to show you how to remove the SAS system. That's the secondary air system which lets extra air into the exhaust to help burn off unburnt fuel. It'll cause your bike to pop and bang when you let off the throttle. Especially when you've got an aftermarket exhaust on, and this kind of stops that. It'll reduce some weight, and I'll just get it out of the way as well because I want to fit another intake, like a K&N filter, so I get rid of the airbox as well. So yeah, I got that kit from Smartmoto. I think it's Smartmoto. Yeah, Smartmoto. There's 2 packs. You get the SAS blanking kit, and then the dongle and some plugs and bungs to cover up or stick in the end of breather pipes and so on. So that's that. And what else am I going to be doing? Getting the exhaust off because I need to change the fuel filters, and that involves tipping the tank all the way up. Somehow I need to drain it as well. So let's crack on. Also, I've got the fancy camera, so that's why you can see my ugly mug. So I've got the exhaust studs off. Get the can off. It would help if I had the right size thingy. And then get this hanger bracket. It should just come away. Should. There you go. Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt. See, around here it's all just covered in road grime and stuff, so that'll be getting polished up. Another job to the ever-growing list. Next up, airbox. So, to get the airbox off, might as well go through this as well. There's 3 bolts. One there, one there, and one there. This breather pipe will be coming off. It's probably part of the SAS system, or I'll be getting it plugged anyway. And it's pretty much the same on the other side, but you've got to unscrew the voltage regulator to get at the other side of this. So there's 5 bolts on the right hand side of the engine. One up here, one down here. The 2 bolts that hold on the voltage regulator, and then 1 bolt just behind it. And yeah, this is another example as to why I'm stripping the bike down. It is bogging. It's actually rubbed through, that plastic's rubbed through the frame. Rubbed through the paint in the frame anyway. So I'll have to get something to touch that up. Next up, there's 2 bolts. One there, one on the other side. There's the air intake temperature sensor that just unplugs or unclips once you've got the airbox kind of lifted out a bit. And there's also the screw in there that holds the airbox boot onto the throttle body. Might want to take the ignition cover off first. That just pulls off. Just pulls off, he says. Pop, pop. There you go. Just 2 little pop clips, just like the seat connects onto the radiator shrouds. You'll also need to remove these 2 seat stays. That should just come out now. Now, for anyone that hasn't removed one of these before, it is a royal pain in the dick.
An hour later.
wiggling. So this pipe is kind of kinked at the moment. Probably best to remove that from the actual SAS valve, which is here on the right of the bike, on the right side of the bike. This is the SAS port, so that pipe comes down and into this bottom. So to make the airbox removal easier, take this off first. Take the SAS valve off. Oh god, that's tight. Why is that so tight? Pop this sucker out. That'll let us cut the cable ties off the pipes with unpliers. And you'll want to unplug the SAS valve as well. And in the kit, you get the dongle that goes on the end. It has to plug into this bit here. It's a dongle, SAS dongle, which is just a resistor. I think it's a 22,000 ohm, something like that. So, this plug, which I've just found out, it's got these two little kind of guide rails to help it seat in the plug. The gap between them is a little too narrow to go into there. So I've either got a bad plug or Smartmoto need to do something about it. Dongle installed, just widened out the space with a bit of a screwdriver, a bit of brute force, and that's on. Okay, we'll tie that out of the way at some point. Now, just pull the SAS valve off with the pipes. There we go. Douche. SAS valve. Okay, with that off, we can remove this pipe that was stopping us taking the airbox off. So that'll just route up through the frame. Actually, it'll pull out with the airbox. There we go. So while I've got the camera around this side, might as well take the SAS port off as well. So there's two screws, one up here. Oh god, that's stiff and all. And two. This is what will be covering it up. That's the blanking plate that comes from Smartmoto. So this should just pop off. There will probably be a gasket in there as well, so you'll have to be very careful with. You should probably remove the oil pressure sensor, which is this bit here, but I'm just going to faff on without it. There we go. Get shit out of the way. Nip that up. That's probably about 10 Newton meters again if you have a torque wrench, which I'll get out after. That's it on this side. So now with the right side of the bike done, try and get the airbox out. Oh, just like that. And what do you know? It's a bit dirty. So, airbox. This is the pipe that goes to the oil catch can system breather thing on here. It does have a small catch can just behind this panel. And this is the SAS pipe. So this is the one that we want to pull out. So get around here. And yeah, it just pulls out. It's just a little rubber crush fitting. It'll probably come out with a lot of brute force. Here we go, here we go. The climax. Maybe not. There we go. 8 fucking minutes of fannying on because of that. If you don't plan on using this again, although looking at the shape of that, probably should have pulled it from the inside, from inside the airbox and out through, but meh, I don't plan on using it again. Yeah, that was probably the right way to do it. As I said, I don't usually read instructions. I'll have a look at them once, say, oh, pretty pictures, and then that's about it. So you get this bung, funny shaped bung. It should be rubber. There should be some sort of seal with it, but they don't. I don't know why it's got a chrome cap. It's probably all they could find. That goes in there. Like, are you having a fucking giraffe? That is bigger than the hole. Swear to fuck, this is gonna get the boot. That was way harder than it should have been. Be careful you don't put too much pressure on, otherwise you might break something. Once you got that on, it's just a case of do it all in reverse and yeah, put your bike back together. Now, once you've got the bike back together, make sure you've got all your pipes connected up properly and the plugs are seated. They've like properly clicked into place. When you start it up, you'll probably get the fuel injection light or the little check engine warning light come on. That should go off after 3 or 4 rides, or it might even go off after starting the bike 3 or 4 times. Let it run for 30 seconds, a minute or so. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe, and yeah, click that bell end icon for notifications when I put more stupid videos up like this. And until next time, cheers.